All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So the last couple of weeks, we've been teasing out this new series that we're very, very excited about. We are going to be inviting once a month one of the followers from the channel in to be fit by us in person. We obviously, every first episode is a special case, and for this special occasion, we have a special case. We have our friend Scott Yeaman in the house. Nice to
be here. Opportunity to fail in front of the world.
That's okay. It's all right. We're all here for a good laugh, and you've got the right man for the job. We're going to do a driver fit with you today.
Great.
Tell us a little bit about your current driver.
So it is a Mizuno, which I've got a penchant for, STG, and quite good, but not. It's always maybe better. I don't know.
Feel you might have a little bit room for improvement.
More distance.
As I get older, it's keeping up with the youngsters, like maybe Michael.
We play a little bit of golf with Scott, and we've just found ourselves getting further and further and further in front of
Costco distance between.
Yeah, they put a Walmart.
Walmarts. I know. It's actually becoming not very sociable playing golf with him because he's that far back. So
I usually play a tee up now.
Yeah.
Which makes.
Well, at your age, that's understandable.
Yeah, I'm right on the borderline for.
Exactly.
Champions Tour.
So we are going to run Scott through a driver fit today. We've known there's some yardage on the table, but today we're going to find out just how much. What's the guess?
30 yards.
Wow.
I would say 20. I would say 20.
30 would, so that would be nice. That would just be 25 behind you then, Michael, wouldn't it? So
That's
that would be.
I'll give you a chance.
I can maybe step back to the same tees as you. So that would be nice.
No, you two are quite similar with driver distance, I would say.
Yeah.
You're both looking for around that 270-ish mark.
270 would be, I'd be happy with. If I can squeak a little bit more, then all the better.
Okay. Right, let's get some baseliners. Handicap right now?
Handicap is 4.
Okay.
I'm working on getting it up. So.
For tournament season?
I've got a big members guest at my club on Saturday. And Michael's going to carry me. He's going to 220 pounds on his back and lug me around.
Aye, we're humped.
We're humped. Okay, guys, we're going to get some initial numbers from Scott, and then, let's see what we can do with this.
Okay.
So, Carnoustie native. That doesn't look like much of a Carnoustie ball flight. If you go home with that ball flight, you will get eaten alive.
Yes, that is a problem. But I live in Toronto now, as you well know, so I can adapt when I'm home.
Okay, so high launch, that's what we see from you, but I would say that's a pretty good representative ball flight. Bit soft, bit floaty.
Little spinny.
Bit shy in the sort of carry numbers, quite.
The first tee swing.
Decent. It's a first tee swing, that's a good point. That's a good point. He loves a fairway though, doesn't he? Loves a fairway. Okay, 230 on the fly out to 249, not too bad. Good. Does it get boring? Hitting the fairway all day?
Well, I think, and we've had this conversation before, hitting fairways, but you would like to see me swing faster, and swinging a bit faster takes me away from the fairway. So.
Right, okay. So you want it, like everything else in your life, you want it for free. So you want to do less but get more.
Basically, you've
Ever since I've known you, there's been the same topic.
Your analysis of me is perfect.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
I think that was 3
That's
really,
exactly
really
what we
good
see.
ones. Let's go into look at, from a delivery perspective, 96.6, high dynamic loft.
Yeah.
Have you played around with the weights on the STG or just really?
No, at times and in various fits I've had in with your boys, we've done a bit of moving things around to see what's best, but my swing, unfortunately, is not the same every day. So it's not a problem for poor amateur golfers.
Okay. Well, there's some room for improvement. There's definitely, get that ball flight down a little bit, get a little bit more pressure into the golf ball by bringing the dynamic loft down a little bit. I mean, if you were standing up right now hitting 4-iron, I would expect that to be your delivered loft. So the ball is getting the message that that's basically a 4-iron.
Yeah.
Right, so we need to get a little less dynamic loft See if we can get a little more juice.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so not really a fair, not really about how straight you want to hit it today. We want to keep the straightness.
Yeah, keep the straight. Yeah, it's somewhere straight enough,
Yeah.
but definitely more distance would be
Down the fairway. Good. Okay, let's get to work. All right, my man. So we've definitely identified some areas for opportunity, ball speed wise. First and foremost, I just want to play around with dynamic loft.
Yeah.
We've got a 9-degree LS Tech. I'd like to take a little bit that left side out of play as well, just a tendency just to turn that over a fraction. So let's kind of keep this down the right. And if anything, I feel like I want to encourage you to release the club a little bit more.
Okay.
And if we can get you to release it a little bit more, I think you gain some speed.
Okay.
Right.
Good. Okay.
See that spin change?
Yeah.
Immediately
A little
just
flatter.
sort of turning over really nicely. Not a bad hit, but it's got that little leaky look to it, doesn't it?
That weight in the toe.
Mm-hmm. How's that shaft feel?
Feels okay. That's heel side that time, isn't it?
Okay. Right. Done with that one. All right. I didn't love what we saw in the pinks. I mean, some improvements off of yours, but especially in the first one. But we just saw a mixture of the low heel strike came in there. Didn't love to see that. The first one was good, and after that, didn't love the next two. So let's head in another direction. Into head more in the neutral bias.
Okay.
I think you're very neutral in your own delivery. So let's go ZX5 LS. 9.5 with a Ventus TR Blue 5 stiff.
Okay.
Yeah, good swing.
Mm-hmm. So definitely bringing down this. Nice to see a little
Club head
lift in
speeds
club
up,
head
yeah.
speed. That gives us more potential upside.
Fraction low strike.
That's where the spin. So if we just flip those around a little bit, that comes up to 14. That drops to 22.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Couple more. One of the things we're going through this process, I mean, we asked the question, do you struggle with the heel strike? And you said, no, I don't really think so. So one of two things is right. It's just a today thing. Or you actually do struggle with a little bit, but you just, maybe just not quite as aware that that's an issue.
Play with it, right, okay.
Because, you know, it's not like you get to see every drive on a launch monitor.
No, true.
Right? So you're just managing your way around the golf course. So let's kind of change some stuff up a little bit. Let's start playing with center of gravity to support that heel strike, and also dynamic loft is still high. Let's just strip that right down. So let's go after what might look like a low dynamic loft and then start to lift it back up again.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just going to move straight towards flatter, faster, lower spin, then try and lift it back. We're kind of dancing around it too much there. You know, if we are not moving it in the right direction, we need to go make extreme moves.
Okay.
So TSR3, 8-degree here, 10C1K white, 50 stiff. I like the flight. Sound is still in the heel to
A
me,
little heely, yeah.
but I do like the flight. It wasn't heely, just a hair thin. Sounded solid. More hang time? Yeah.
Yeah, it seems better, yeah. Probably the best two of the ones we've hit so far.
Yeah, better spin too.
Starting to now move in the right direction. Shape-wise, much more like it. So we've now kind of advanced your carry up to where your total was with the old one. right? So we lift the speed, keep the launch, drop the spin. I think the shape was good.
Yeah, that starting up the right side for you more rather than that kind of bleeder to the left helps.
It's trying, isn't it? It's kind of trying to hold on there.
That was quite a bit in the toe, was that one?
I mean, hell of a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice flight.
What are your thoughts on this one?
That one felt nice. I've actually hit a few of them quite nice.
Yeah. You look like you're in a nice, sort of comfortable place with that one. You blocked that one, which I don't think is the norm for you, but I mean, if you block it into the right, call it the right rough maybe.
Yeah.
But you're still up there with the same carry. You know, you might not get all that roll, but you certainly
Those
hit
numbers
it out there far enough.
Those numbers are definitely close.
Still on the high side though, right? So I mean, there's more. There
In
is
terms
more
of
room.
launch.
Yeah. You're on the high end of this. So let's knock this down even more. Mikey's got a little concoction for you here. Let's change it out. Aerojet LS. Again, another one that's going to be good for flattening that ball flight. Good on speed. Again, pretty neutral driver though. Something that I don't think you need something that's overly fade bias, overly draw bias. Something nice and neutral.
Okay.
That's got that flatness to it.
Yeah. Just a Healy strike.
I don't think I normally live around the heel. I don't know.
Definitely comes
Thin?
out flatter, but it's a thin strike, isn't it?
A little bit. So losing the strike a wee bit with this one.
Yeah.
You can see that just starting to kind of bleed in.
Not bad. Try it a little.
Did.
It's floaty, eh?
Yeah.
Closer to the centre or still?
Maybe Proby 1X left dash would be quite nice. That's a nice
I
flight.
do like that flight a lot. You're just slowed down a little bit with that extra weight. Back to the Titleist, we're going to experiment a little bit with something you'll not be quite used to, but just a longer shaft. So something in there that's going to give you a wee bit extra. You obviously hit a lot of fairways, but we're going to try and give you a few extra yards with this one. Now that is the risk with going a wee bit longer as we find more of the heel. That's obviously where we're weighing up the trade-off.
Okay.
Club head speeds went up a little bit. That was about as good as the best ball speed so far. So it's maybe some upside in it. See if we can just push on that speed a little bit more. Scott is a good candidate for trying this type of thing with somebody who's very consistent. You're a good example. Like you went to a longer shaft at a time because you were hitting lots of fairways.
Yep.
So now we're starting to see 147 ball speed.
That's good.
Right, so
again, if we can sneak that spin down into that 23, 22, we're golden.
Yeah, and like I always say the same thing. Like if that was out the middle of the club and it spun at 3,000, would be like problems.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it spun at 3,000 because you hit it low on the heel. So we catch one in the right spot with this, it could really be adding on some yards. Just delivering that heel to it.
Is that closer or better or worse?
It's not bad. You're just delivering lots of loft.
Peak height goes through the roof, eh?
Yeah, through the roof. The club head speeds were up, but not much. And you've lost the strike into the heel. So we were much better with the TSR3 and the 1K
white.
Yeah, 1K white. Let's see this guy. Let's go back to that.
Come on.
Flatter.
Yep. A little bit better carry.
That felt better, actually.
Yeah, good strike.
Yeah, 2100. 90 feet in the air. That's nice.
That was pretty much ideal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The best so far was the Titleist with that, but I just love that flight window so much more.
And launch and spin's so much better.
Yeah.
Closer.
It's a good miss, though.
That flatter flight out of the gates, if you're going to miss it like that, you still get some numbers out of it. There we go. Come on.
Best one yet.
Really good.
Best one yet.
You told me that 20 minutes ago.
So good. Really is so good. Just that peak height's so much better.
So much better. Flatter. Get a bit more out of it. Spins down now.
I would like to revisit the Titleist one more time. I think right now it's the peak height of the Srixon that's winning. 98 feet peak. I mean, anywhere we shake out, to be honest, at this point though,
Nuts.
is going to be a nice lift.
Yeah.
Right, so we're heading in the right direction. Okay, let's steal that one back. Okay, so really I think we're down to two heads. I think we're in the ZX5
LS.
85 LS. Love the peak height in that, way,
So
way
much
better.
better.
You can actually show your face in Carnoustie with that one.
Okay, thanks.
Proper
That'll be
ball
nice.
flight.
I'm
You can
usually
go home.
not overly welcomed back anyway.
No, I know. But no, I think with that ball flight, you could actually play the game again. I think I'd still say the Titleist might have an opportunity for more speed. That you might see some 1.4. I still think it was a 147, 148.
Yeah, there's more speed
ball
out of it.
So let's have a look at this. I mean, that's really close to the ball flight I'd love to see. Just turning like that. We can straighten that up a little bit. I'm definitely not worried about that turning over too much, but that was good.
Yeah. Easier to turn over.
Seems that way. How does it feel?
It feels good, yeah. Feels nice.
Yeah, lovely swing. Really good.
A bit closer to where we're.
It's closer. I still think you've got more.
Okay, let's go.
Same.
Yeah, it's very close, isn't it?
That's got to be quicker.
Good. Like it.
That was a good drive.
It's good, this, isn't it?
Autopilot. Welcome to the TSR3 family.
Welcome to the team, Eamon.
Thank you. It's been a long time getting there.
You're telling me. I've been standing here for the last hour.
We can edit that.
Okay, one last one. Sign us off. 150, come on.
Still good though.
Yeah,
that
that's
little
good. It's out there, isn't it?
action face
there.
open floaty one, and it still goes.
You're very consistent with it. I mean, the driver looks, you kind of had your consistency with yours, and then as we do in the bay, to be honest, we kind of, we take it apart because we're trying to find, a little bit more out of it, and then you've got it back again just at the right time, but you've done it with some more horsepower. So as we really start to see at the end there, quite a big jump in ball speed now.
Wow.
All right, so looking quite different.
Starting up the right side.
Yeah. Really like it. 146 ball, 15 launch, 2300. We always say to people, if we look at your club head speed times 2.7,
Yep.
right, gives us your approximate sort of potential yardage. So you're 100.4 and you're at 273. You're at 100%.
Yeah.
You're right on it. So that's where we know we've kind of reached max out.
Good.
Right. So any more distance than that, we're actually losing a little bit of spin, losing a bit of that control. I like that you've actually got a bit of that back at the end.
Totally.
So, really like it.
Great. Glad
Good.
to hear that, yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll monitor it and see how it is in the course.
Okay.
Are you using Arcos?
No, Michael and I have been discussing it. I know he really likes it and he wants me to get into it, so we're just going to pick a moment.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to get on it, and then at least let's do a little bit of because obviously we'll be a few weeks before we get you this driver, so it'd be good to get some more rounds with your Mizuno, and just take a look at how that one's performing in the course, and then obviously once we get you this one built up,
game changer.
Yeah, game changer for sure.
Good.
Love that.
Move back a deck again. We'll be able to talk to you again in the.
Well, let's see. Let's give it a couple of rounds first to see.
Okay,
if I can.
we'll see.
I've quite enjoyed being close to you from 50 yards in front. So
I know. This is about as close as we've been for a long time right here, right now.
I can still chat with you boys up from up there.
Aye. Okay, guys, that was good fun. Obviously, someone's game, Scott's game, someone we know very, very well. Yeah. We knew there was more to come. We knew there was a lot more in the tank. Evidently so.
Massive gain.
Yeah, no, good stuff.
Perfect.
Anytime we can get that amount of ball speed jump and kind of dial in that launch and spin, bring that peak height down, it's just going to be win-win across the board. So, most importantly though, it's got to transfer to the golf course and got to lower that score. So, Scott was saying he's about 5 handicap right now. That's, you've been a bit lower than that. You've been...
Yeah, 2.8 was my lowest ever, so.
Okay. How do you feel your game is relative to what it was like then? Are you playing as much golf? Are you sharp as you were then?
So as I get older, the 6 months off golf in Canada is sometimes like starting again.
Yeah.
Where back home, you're playing all the time, and I benefit from continuity, if you will, rather than starting again. So sometimes the start of this year particularly was a bit of a struggle, but yeah, not bad. It's usually, to be honest, this isn't usually the problem. It's the short stuff, but we're not ready for that fitting yet. That's going to take.
No, exactly. No, we nobody needs to see that just yet. The hosels on our golf clubs
don't mention that.
Are not quite ready for that, but maybe down the line, once we get the driver sorted, we'll get
walk
to that.
Before we can run.
Exactly. Okay, guys, this is our first of our fittings with our followers. Once a month, we will invite and we will record a session with one of you guys. We'll do a fitting of your own choosing, whatever it is that you feel like you're going to get the most gain from by being fitted by us. I think it'd be good to see something different next time.
Totally.
So we'll maybe select one of you that's maybe needing some help with some wedges or putter or fairway woods, something along those lines. So look forward to getting into this series and actually getting to meet some of you guys face to face, having you in the studio. It would be a real kind of pleasure to do that and also film it to show you guys what it's really like here in the studio.
Definitely.
Good stuff. All right, stay tuned for more. We'll see you again soon.